Okay, the topic is reviving Silk Road Soundscapes, iconographic transformations of Pipa instruments, Northern Wei to Su, and the prospects of AI-aided musical reconstruction. So, the presentation will be presented by Yani. So, she is currently the international faculty in the studying in the International Faculty of Arts, Krirk University in Thailand. And so today we will journey through ancient Silk Road soundscapes and explore how historical imagery and modern technology come together to revive the music of the past. So I will give the microphone to the young Yani, please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm honored to have this chance to show my paper presentation. And at first, I want to introduce a little bit about myself. In the past decades, I always majored in Chinese Pipa performance. In the past decades, I always majored in Pipa performance, but my PhD study, my interest in music archaeology, music iconography, and ethnomusicology. So my doctoral research is this presentation's basic. I focus on the analysis of pipa or lute musical instrument images found in grottoes, tombs, murals, and carvings in my hometown, Shanxi Province, central of China. And I research and now I'm a lecturer at International Faculty of Arts, Krirk University. So my current research is continuing my doctoral topic by extending the scope to the Silk Road, and I always interested in AIGC and especially combines with arts like music, film, or dance. And I started this interest in a Chinese short drama, a work experience, and I just completed a graduate level experiment course on AIGC driven artist creation like music, performing arts, and design. So this is the first time I use AI to create a new creation. And today, for the time limited, I wanted to have 5 parts to introduce my research and basically on research background and objectives, research methods, and research results. And this is some images from China, Yungang Grottoes in Shanxi. And you can see this image on the top of image. There has so many instruments, and this cave is number 12 in Yungang Grottoes. It also has a nickname, musical instrument cave, and is most famous cave in Yungang. And you can see on the right this musician, and today I will describe about this. And I want to introduce a little bit about my research background, just Northern Wei dynasty, because the time limited. Because it established by Xianbei, this tribe called Tuoba, and they moved their capital to Pingcheng. But now we call it Datong. It's also in Shanxi Province, and Yungang Grotto in Shanxi is the historic transmission of Buddhism and commons, a thing of great cultural integration among various ethnic groups was formed during the Pingcheng period of the Northern Wei dynasty. The Yungang Grottoes were excavated and completed in 5th century AD. As a representative of Buddhist grottos, its construction style includes elements from Gandhara, Greek, and Han cultures, among others, regarded as a historical heritage of cultural exchange and fashion. And like me, I'm a Han ethnic, and we call the Yungang Grottoes. There has so many Western cultures in different regions. So my research always focused on how these different sorts of cultures combined on one instrument. So there have over 740 identifiable figures of musicians covered in this cave in the Yungang Grottoes, and there are also more than 90 identifiable images of Pipa instruments in Yungang Grottoes. And my PhD study always surrounded by Pingcheng, Yungang Grottoes, Northern Wei dynasty to Tang dynasty, and just one grotto, Yungang, has more than 90 images. And my research objective bases on music archaeology, and my methods use music iconography and music ethnography, and this is all currently available. 132 Pipa images from Northern Wei to Tang dynasty, and it's most comprehensive to date. And I collect most you can find in grottos, tombs, murals in this period in Shanxi, my hometown. So I mainly focus on more probably holding posture, left hand and right hand techniques, performance appearance, and since ancient times, Shanxi has constituted a frontier zone where the external cultures of the steppe nomadic peoples intersected with the agrarian culture of the Central Plains. And this is the most important of my research. I use coding, and this is different sort of Pipa instruments, and I use archaeological typology with coding by 3 fundamental features. One is neck tap. Neck tap is this, and some box is this, and right hand technique, because in Asian China we use fingers or we use tools. So this is the coding, and I can use these 3 fundamental features, create stable digital records supporting cultural heritage preservation and deterring risks, and I can clearly and quickly to find every images of Pipa in Yungang Grottoes and other places in Shanxi during Northern Wei to Tang dynasty. And you can see 3 images. It also come from different regions in Western. And last image, it comes from Asian China, Han ethnic. So in modern China, we call it Ruanxian. Also, you can say Zhongruan. Yeah. And 623 and QS1 means it comes from cave 6, and 23 is his coat, and Q is neck. The neck is covered, and S and 1 is he used tools to right hand technique, so that I can clearly to modify that images. And in 2023, I also show these pictures, and I did like a cave, number, and head, and body, and right hand, and posture, holding posture, because you can see in modern China we use this, but in ancient China, in Yungang Grottoes, you can see like that, or there, or there, and here. So it's an evolution of Pipa. And I use the code is I show that my fundamental basic, and I can also remember the image, their position, like which cave and which wall, and so we can just use this form to classify which image, and I can choose. And the last mental is sort of musicians. Maybe it's Tiangong musicians, or Feitian musicians, or Yecha musicians. And Feitian musicians is also famous in Dunhuang. It means a musician flying and playing instruments, not just pipa. And this is another, because do this research is a huge, and I must do lots of forms. And first step, I must collect and choose, and just know how many. And I use that method to clarify and use this survey. So under this pie chart, I can know which sort of image, which sort of pipa the number is largest. And that form is also from Tang of Sogdian noble Yu Hong. It comes from Sui dynasty. So when I do this all the work, I can give a conclusion. But time limited, I just show this. And so this is the first image. You can see it on the 12 cave, and use my methods to give it code is 12.6QW, and the fetch, and I describe it about facial features. You can see clearly that it's not of Han ethnic, it's more different from me. And pipa shape is curved neck, rounded pear-shaped body, and the rounded bottom of the body. And pipa holding posture, and the right hand technically use fingers, and the left technically I described in my PhD research. And this image is image 2. It's 4 strings covered neck pear-shaped body pipa. It's most different from that, and is also a Western culture in Shanxi, China. And the musicians accepting typical foreign. We, as a Chinese, we call it foreign, and characterized by a high nose bridge and deep side eyes. Is more different from me. So I describe it and give it same method a code. So I use also same pipa shape, pipa holding posture, right hand technically, left hand technically, but it also has a accompanying instrument, flute. So do all this work, I can have a conclusion, but for the time limit, I just show. So use this, I can conclude about one form. Influences on pipa type instruments. It at least 4 culture. One is Persian region culture, one is Mesopotamia culture, one is Indian culture, and last is Greece. And it also has our Han ethnic culture. So this is the instrument type and the cultural origin and influence I conclude about a form to show that I think you can understand. So at this time, I introduced about I'm interested in AIGC, and I just complete AIGC course. So at that time, I have an idea. I always research the Dunhuang music manuscripts, and but I just use the modern Pipa. It's most different from ancient Pipa. So I have an idea why not I can use AI to create a new creation. So give a prompt to it and use do lots imagination and do most possibilities. And this is the original. I just have a record. This is the original, and I use AI. It gives me much more possibilities, and I think one is more likely about detail, and one is more like about Guzheng in China. It's not my imagination of ancient Pipa. So I choose one is more likely. I just show this. And my future research plans is also complete my studies of lute instruments in Southeast Asia, like lute in Malaysia, and I also found a sculpture of Pipa musical instrument in Thai National Museum. So I want to know how can it evolution in Thailand or South Asia, and also I will continue my AIGC exploration to short drama and music, and for the last I will show a little bit of modern Pipa to you, and yeah. So it can also have more possibilities, and the one is dragon boat, and I can is a little bit phrase, and another phrase is you can think you live in Beijing city if you're here. And the last is my presentation, and thanks for your patience.
Thank you very much for this very rich and interdisciplinary in research. Okay, we have a couple of minutes for asking questions. So, do you have any? Yes, please.
Hi.
Could you use the microphone?
I'm fine. I have a strong voice. I'm interested in your sample data set that you used for your AI research. Did you take different samples from all around China sounds, or was it like specifically Han region, or like what kind of samples have you used for training the AI?
I just use Suno, this tools AI, and
Okay,
generate.
I got it. So you okay? I know now which way you.
Yes.
Okay.
And I give it a prompt.
Yeah.
And you see that my original. Sorry. You see that manuscripts that this, and I record audio, and I use audio to give it AI Suno, and I use prompt to it, and like describe about like ancient music or Zhonghua music, and my imagination to it, and it gives me more than 10 symbols, and I choose the one. Only this one is more likely about my imagination ancient Pipa voice. Yes, but I think it's I must train about more about that. It's just a start. Thank you.
Any questions more? I have my own questions. You said about different kind of pipa, like from the past to the present. I just wonder if the way the technique that they play on different kinds is similar or like different. And the playing technique.
Playing tap. You means my right hand.
Yeah. Right or left or yeah.
In ancient China, you can see that I show the images. They always use this, and they also can use tools and tubes like that. Yeah, like that. Maybe you cannot see clear. Yeah, because the screen. You can use tools and use this. So in ancient China, the Yungang, some musicians use this, and some use this, and some this. So for the people's mind evolution, and the Pipa posture is more simple. And in modern China, we use this. And in ancient China, the record says this is Qi, this is.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for Yani for this very fascinating paper presentation.